Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I've been doing for the last month to get myself started on FIRE. I only heard about this about a month ago, and I was just so excited about the prospects of becoming financially independent. So I'm here to share with you what kind of my first steps were, how I've been getting started. And then hopefully this reaches you early on your FIRE journey and it could be helpful for your growth. So today I'm being so bold as to film outside. It's a beautiful day here in October. I almost can't believe this is the weather we're having, so I figure we'll venture out. There won't be that many opportunities to be outside as the winter comes in. So let's see how the lighting on this goes. Thanks so much for joining me back. I'm excited to share what I've done for the last month in my journey to becoming financially independent. There's been a lot of learning and it's a stressful start, but I'm excited to have reached my goal of setting up everything to be kind of automated before my birthday. So that was last week. Super excited. So what is FIRE? I am sure most of you have heard, but if anyone is new to this community, FIRE stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. I am really excited about the FI part, being financially independent, and then depending on where life is in 10 years, we'll see if we retire early. I really do enjoy my job, so maybe something I keep doing, but I'd like to know that work is optional and not that I have to work in order to make ends meet. So how did I start? This all started because at my office there was a meeting regarding the Miracle Morning. It's a book that has helped me a lot. It talks about how you can get your more work done in the morning, be more productive if you concentrate on yourself first. So before, I used to get up when my child cried, and you wake up so startled and you wake up just like in a panic trying to get the day started. You're already like off on the wrong foot. However, now I wake up and I have time to read, I have time to stretch, I have my cup of coffee out here on the deck watching the sunrise. All of this seems like, oh my god, I'm getting 1 hour less of sleep. However, I'm getting so much more accomplished. By the time my son wakes up, like all of his stuff is ready to go. I can enjoy him a little better. It's been a world of change for me. So in that hour and a half that I have now in the morning, I started reading, and I started with motivational books. All of these motivational books got me to listen to motivational podcasts. One thing led to another, and I ended up stumbling upon a YouTube channel called Our Rich Journey. It's this wonderful couple that reminds me a lot of my husband and I feel like they are us in the future. They love to travel. Check them out. They're amazing. So I just started binge watching them. I was so excited to see how they were living in Portugal, like living in Europe. It's my dream. So they were two federal employees. My husband's a federal employee. I'm a realtor. Income about, I imagine, the same. So I figured if they can do it, I can do it. So I just got started researching. After binge watching all of their videos, I researched everything from what to start saving on first, to what stocks to buy, everything. So that's what I've been doing for the last month and a half, just reading. So once I got my education going, not out of the way, we're gonna continue to learn. I'm still reading a ton. Then it started saving. So I have been using their budgeting from Our Rich Journey. They have a free budget tool in their website. I will link to the website underneath, and it's been so helpful. I'm able to write down what my goals are, what my spending is. I have never budgeted. I have never had to I've been very lucky that I've always been a saver. I grew up saving because that's what my parents taught me. So I've never had to struggle to pay the bills, thankfully. I've always had money saved up. I don't waste money. So I was kind of already on the path to this new world I found without knowing that I was doing it, just because of the way I was raised to never waste money. So I started working very young. I started working when I was 15 years old at Dunkin' Donuts, and I saved every single penny. I did not spend money on anything that wasn't necessary. Maybe I went out to eat once in a while, but I didn't even have a car. So I had no expenses. I saved everything up, and that's how we bought our first house when I was 23 years old, because I already had so much money saved up. So this budgeting thing was new to me. I did not pay attention to how much I spent over the years. My spending did become higher and higher. As I earned more, somehow I spend more, and I think that happens to everyone, but it's really unfortunate that the neighbors are mowing the lawn now. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so my neighbor's on the front yard right now. Hopefully we can get through this before he comes around the back. So yes, budgeting was new to me. I started spending more as I earned more. Really unfortunate now that I think back on it. There's a lot of stuff we didn't need, a lot of Amazon purchase that didn't need to happen. But here we are. I'm excited for this new path I'm in. I don't plan to be 100% frugal with my money, even though it's a pretty easy thing for me to do. We are very smart shoppers, and we are very good about saying no to items we don't need. So that's just the path I plan to continue to take, except being a lot more careful with where my money is going now. Step one is to educate yourself, listen to podcasts, listen to people that inspire you, follow those that are already doing what you want to do. So for me, it's the couple from Our Rich Journey. They're just wonderful people based on what I know on them on YouTube. And then start budgeting and saving so you can figure out what your FIRE number is. I'll do a video about figuring out your FIRE number, although there's millions out there. For us, our FIRE number is somewhere around 1.5 million. We would like to still have a pretty comfortable life. We don't want to be, if we want to go out to eat, we want to be able to go out to eat. And we're not sure yet whether we would be here or maybe somewhere in Europe. So we got to figure that out as we get a little closer. But so far this month, we've accomplished a lot. So I started the month with $5,000 on an old 401k. It was sitting in an account doing absolutely nothing for me. It wasn't even invested. It's just sitting there in a holding account. So I got that transferred over to Fidelity, got it invested, and then also I have now put aside another $10,000. I have a Roth IRA, a regular IRA, and a money market account. So far we put around $15,000 in there. My husband at work, he was able to switch his regular 401k to Roth contributions 401k so that he can pay taxes on it now, but when we go take it out in the future, it's going to be completely tax-free. That's definitely one of the advantages we want to use. We want to work on getting an HSA account next year. Right now, the insurance we have doesn't qualify for, so we are going to work on changing our insurance so that we can qualify for an HSA account, as we have found out that there's so many benefits to that. It's triple tax benefit with an HSA account, which I'll do a video on that as well. So far we've saved about 5 months worth of expenses. We have our goal of getting 2 years of expenses in there. We have to get there slowly. So for now we have about 5 months of expenses saved in a high yield interest rate account. The highest we could find was 1% at One Financial, but hopefully there'll be more opportunities for higher interest rates for saving accounts. For now, that's what we could do, but we want to keep the money pretty liquid in case anything happens with the market. Times are volatile right now. Inflation is high. There's just so much going on. Even though my plans are long term in the stock market, I'm not afraid to buy right now. I'm not afraid to put money in there. I have read the history of it all, and I know that slow and steady wins the race. That's my plan on investment, but I also need to have 2 years worth of savings in case the market slows down. I don't want to feel like I need to pull money out of there in order to survive. There's a fly. I don't think I'll be filming outside anymore. I don't like bugs. So our plan for 2022 is to try to max out all of our accounts. I am self-employed, so I'm going to be opening a solo 401k account. Vanguard has one, also can be done Roth. So I plan to do that one. It was a very long process trying to figure out what worked for me. And if you're self-employed, you would understand it's just so difficult. You have to do everything for yourself. So I figured out as much as I could, talk to a CPA, try to talk to a financial advisor. They're very expensive, and I just don't think I'm there yet. So I just made the decision. I'm going to go with a Roth 401k. Just working to put in that together for next year, as I've now run out of money for this year, other than budgeting for maxing out what we currently have. So I'm just super excited for the future. I'm excited to share it with you. If you're starting your journey, please share with me on what your goals are, what your plans are. 2022 also, we plan to buy another investment property. We are just working towards saving for that too. So part of our budgeting includes saving for a new home. We want to be able to maximize that because that's the area that my expertise are on, and I'm not afraid to own real estate. So not as much as I am, of buying into the market, but here I am. I invest in index funds. I'm just fearless now, and I want to reach my goals, and I know that you can reach your goals too. So I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully in the future this video has more views, more people seeing it, and you can tell me what you like and don't like about it. So join me as I continue to share my financial journey with you. Please subscribe, please like, as Graham Stefan says, for the YouTube algorithm. I'd love to be able to have my videos go out to more people, and just to hear from you and see what has worked for you and what hasn't worked, and whatever help I can offer you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.